Okay, hello everyone. Y'all want to take a look at this practice worksheet. It's only 3 problems. It's 3 word problems. Okay, you can print it if you want, or you just want to follow along. All right, the first problem is the fundraiser, where they're raising funds. All right, Jack and Tony, they're selling flower bulbs. Okay, so I thought I'd take one equation and do Jack. That'll be kind of the light brown. And one equation and do Tony. And that'll be the kind of the dark blue. All right. They're talking about what they sell. They can buy 1 package of tulip bulbs and packages, I think this is crocus bulbs. So I said X was the tulip bulbs and Y was the crocus bulbs. Okay. As I underline these sentences, I like to what I call do mark the text. It says here that Jack sold 2 packages of tulip bulbs and 1 package of the crocus bulbs for a total of $35. So there's our first equation. Jack right here again, 2x plus 1y equals 35. Again, that's 2 packages of tulip bulbs and 1 of the crocus bulbs. Now this next sentence here is about Tony. He sold 10 packages of tulip bulbs and 12 packages of the crocus bulbs. Total of $308. So again, it's the 10x plus 12y equals the total of 308. All right? The setup is very important. At this point, if you guys want to use Desmos, go ahead. And I'll show you how I would do this one. Because we have a y right here, I thought I'd use substitution. So by subtracting 2x from both sides, I get the y by itself. So this side now has negative 2x. All right, so I can take what y equals and plug it into this equation right here. So this says 12y. So right here, it's 10x plus 12y. This is the y I substituted down right here. Equals the 308. The 308 came from right here. Then I distribute the 12, combine like terms, bring the 420 to the other side, divide by negative 14, I got x equals 8. All right, because this equation right here is already solved for y, now that I know that x equals 8, I can plug it in right there. 2 times 8. So that's what I did right here. 35 minus 2 times 8. It's 35 minus 16, so y is 19. Now I want to double check this in this equation, the original equation for Tony. So I rewrote it right here. And I substituted in 8 for x and 19 for y, just to make sure that, 80 plus 228, yep, that equals 308, and it works out. This is my check, okay? So our answer here then, the x is 8, this is $8. And the crocus bulbs were $19. Okay? Let's look at number 2. There's number 2 is about selling tickets. All right? They're for a fall musical. All right, they sell adult tickets and child tickets. So I said the adults were X, the child was Y. They sold 2 different days. So the first equation represents the first day. The second equation represents the second day. I just read the sentence. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 3 adult tickets and 13 child tickets. So that's 3x plus 13. They had a total of $152. That number goes here. The second sentence, that's the dark blue. The school took in $62. That's the total. That's what goes right there. That's because that's on the second day. They sold 6 adult tickets and 4 child tickets. So that's 6x plus 4y And here's our systems of equations right here. Again, at this point, if you want to use Desmos, you can. But what I noticed was that this was 6x and this was 3x. So if I just multiply this top one times -2, I will get -6x. So if I multiply this entire equation times -2, I get this top equation right here. If I rewrite the second equation right here, I can add these up and the x's disappear. That's elimination. I can solve for those and I get y equals 11. What I did then is I took this y equals 11, I plugged it right into this equation right here. I did it right here, where y equals 11, right there. I solve for x. X was 3. But I want to double check. What I did is I used this equation right there. I plugged in x equals 3 right there. I did it down here, okay? 6x plus 26y equals -304. That's this equation right there. Just to double check it. It's just like this one times 2. Right, it's just to double check that it was true. So again, our final answer. X is 3. These are $3. The child tickets are $11. Okay. Number 3, last one. Guys, this is the one about vans and buses. All right. 2 classes, high school A, high school B. So that becomes our 2 equations, high school A and high school B. I said the X was the vans and the Y was the buses. All right, this first sentence here says the class at high school A rented and filled 6 vans and 14 buses. So that's 6x plus 14y. And they brought 442 students. That's the total right here. That's what the whole thing equals when you add them all up. All right, the light brown here is high school B. They rented and filled 11 vans and 7 buses. A total of 269 students. That's what this is right here. 11x plus 7y is 269. Again, at this point, if you want to, you can use Desmos to solve this. What I decided to do was use elimination again, because I noticed 7y and 14y. If I just made this -14y, I could eliminate the y's. So I multiplied this whole bottom equation here times -2. I ended up with this right here. And I rewrote this top equation right here and added these 2 equations up to eliminate the y's, because 14y minus 14y eliminates the y's. When I solve this, I end up with x equals 6. Okay, then I took x equals 6 and put it right into this equation right here. I rewrote this bottom equation, the one that's light brown here, right here. 11x plus 7y equals 269. Then I plug this x equals 6 right there. And I solve for y. And you guys can stop the video if you want. I'm running out of time here, so I have to hurry up. I solve for this, I got y equals 29. All right? I want to double check though. So I took the first equation right here. 6x plus 14y equals 442. And I rewrote it right here. Then I plugged in x equals 6 right there. I plugged in y equals 29 right there. And sure enough, when I multiplied them out, I got 442. So it checks. Okay, so x was the van. We got 6 people in the van. And why is the bus? And the bus was 29 people in the bus. Or 29 students, or 29 passengers, or whatever you want to put. Okay, guys, that's it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and email me. Thanks. Make sure you do the exit ticket.